Good morning, students. Today in this class, we are going to discuss other concept in system of circles. That is, suppose a line L is equal to 0. That is the one of the line. And S is equal to 0 is one of the circle. That the line L is intersecting this circle at two distinct points. The line L is equal to 0. That line intersecting this circle at two distinct points. So let us consider S is equal to 0 be one of the circle. Okay? This is the position of center. And L is equal to 0 be a line intersecting the circle at two distinct points. So suppose this is L is equal to 0. You can take anywhere. You can take like this or like this or like this, whatever it may be. This line is intersecting the circle at 2 points. They are A and B. Now the equation of the circle passing through point of intersections of A and B. The equation of the circle passing through 2 points A and B. That means, now passing through A and B means, suppose this is one of the circle. Is it or not? And passing through A and B, we can get many circles. And we have one more possibility also. Maybe circle this is, or passing through A and B, maybe this is another circle. That means the line L is equal to 0 intersecting the circle at two distinct points means, now we can draw many circles passing through A and B. That equations of circles can be written as S plus lambda L is equal to 0. S plus lambda L is equal to 0, where lambda belongs to R, that means some any constant. For each value of lambda, we can get one circle, so that you will get a set of circles. Suppose lambda is equal to 1, then you can get one of the circle. Suppose lambda is equal to 2, you can get one more circle. Like that, you can get many circles passing through A and B. The set of circles equations can be written as S plus lambda L is equal to 0, where lambda belongs to R. So finally, this is a formula when the line intersecting the circle at two distinct points, suppose they are A and B, then the set of circles passing through A and B, the circle equations can be written as S plus lambda L is equal to 0. For that related diagram this is. And one more point, second point, let S is equal to 0 be one of the circle, and S dash is equal to 0 is another circle. Those two circles are intersecting at two distinct points. These two circles are intersecting at two distinct points. For example, so this is S is equal to 0 be one of the circles, so this is center C1. And S dash is equal to 0 is another circle intersecting the circle at two distinct points. Suppose this is another circle, that means S dash. Suppose this is C2. These two circles are intersecting at 2 points A and B. Is it or not? Now, the required circle equation passing through A and B. Just you can observe diagram here. Passing through A and B, we can draw many circles. For example, passing through A and B. Suppose this is one of the circle passing through A and B. And also we can draw some more circles passing through A and B. This is another circle. Suppose passing through A and B. and this is another circle. Like that we can draw many circles. The set of circles you will get passing through A and B. For that circles, the notation is S plus lambda into S dash is equal to 0, where lambda belongs to R. For each value of lambda, you can get one circle, so that you will get set of circles. So this is standard formula for S plus lambda L is equal to 0 when the equation of the set of circles passing through, the set of circles passing through A and B. That means the line intersecting the circle at two distance points A and B, then the equation of circle passing through A and B can be written as S plus lambda L equal to 0, lambda belongs to R. And for second property is S is equal to 0 and S dash is equal to 0 are two intersecting circles. They are intersecting at two distance points A and B. Then the equation of the set of circles passing through A and B can be written as S plus lambda into S dash is equal to 0, where lambda belongs to R. So based on these two concepts, now we will discuss two problems. So the problem is, if the straight line 2x plus 3y is equal to 1 intersects the circle x square plus y square is equal to 4 at the points A and B, find the equation of the circle having AB as a diameter. So first of all, let us see that meaning. The straight line 2x plus 3y equal to 1. That means the line is intersecting the circle at 2 points A and B. So just now I gave you, then you can use the formula S plus lambda L is equal to 0. So here given line L is equal to 2x plus 3y is equal to 1, or 2x plus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. And S is equal to x square plus y square is equal to 4, or x square plus y square minus 4 equal to 0. So required equation of a circle is S plus lambda L is equal to 0. S means x square plus y square minus 4 plus lambda into L. L means 2x plus 3y minus 1 equals to 0. Now multiply with lambda. X square plus y square minus 4 plus 2 lambda x plus 3 lambda y minus lambda is equal to 0. Just write in order x square plus y square. Next x term plus 2 lambda x. Next y term plus 3 lambda y and minus 4 minus lambda. Minus 4 minus lambda is equal to 0. Here s plus lambda equals to this is take as equation 1. Okay. Now here for this circle take center. Here center see minus g minus f. Do you know already 2g is equal to 2 lambda. G is equal to lambda. Center is minus g minus f. So that minus lambda and minus 3 lambda by 2 because minus g minus f. And now here for finding lambda one condition is given. The condition is at the points A and B. Find the equation of a circle having AB as a diameter. AB as a diameter means the center must be lies on that line. Suppose if you want to understand means clearly, this is a circle, this is given circle, and this is a line, this is A and this is B. Now we are finding that means for this circle AB is just one of the chord because intersecting at two distance points A and B means AB is called chord of the given circle. Now passing through A and B, now we are going to finding one more circle. One more circle, for example, I am taking in this way, passing through AB. For this circle, AB is a diameter, that is the meaning. AB as a diameter for this circle. Now this circle equation is s plus lambda L is equal to 0. We simplified already. Now this center substitute in a line. Why? Because this line is a chord of the given circle, but this line is a diameter of the required circle as per given data. Diameter of the required circle means the center must be lies on the line. So that this center substitute in a given line, you will get lambda. That lambda substitute here. So that is only required equation of circle. So now since center minus lambda minus 3 lambda by 2 lies on a given line. On a given line. Substitute. That means 2x 2 into minus lambda plus 3 into minus 3 lambda by 2 is equal to 1. And the left side LCM is 2. Then you will get minus 4 lambda and minus 9 lambda is equal to 1. Minus 4 lambda minus 9 lambda. Minus 13 lambda is equal to 2. From this, lambda is equal to minus 2 by 13. Just substitute in equation 1. That is only required equation of the circle. So from equation 1, x square plus y square minus 4 plus lambda, that means minus 2 by 13, minus 2 by 13 into 2x plus 3y minus 1 equals to 0. You can take LCM. LCM is 13. Then you can write 13 x square plus 13 y square minus 13 into 4. That means 52. Minus 4x minus into plus minus 6y minus into minus plus 2 is equal to 0. So 13x square plus 13y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 52 plus 2. That means minus 50 is equal to 0. So one more problem. Find equation of the circle passing through intersection of these circles. X square plus y square equal to 2ax and x square plus y square equal to 2by and having its center on the line. The meaning of the problem is find the equation of circle passing through intersection of the two circles. In the previous case, passing through line intersect the circle at two distinct points, the previous problem. For that s plus lambda L equal to 0. But here a point of intersection of two circles. For this formula is s plus lambda s dash is equal to 0. First of all, given data, let s is equal to first circle x square plus y square is equal to 2ax. Second circle, take it as s dash x square plus y square is equal to 2by. So now required equation of a circle is s plus lambda s dash is equal to 0. S means x square plus y square minus 2ax plus lambda into s dash x square plus y square minus 2by equal to 0, equation 1. And you can simplify. That means this is x square plus y square. This is x square plus y square clearly. So you can take x square plus y square is common, then 1 plus lambda or lambda plus 1. Okay? And the next minus 2ax. Next remaining term is minus 2b lambda y. Minus 2b lambda y is equal to 0. But x square plus y square into lambda plus 1. When it is circle equation, you know already the coefficient of x square and y square must be unity. So that this is divided with lambda plus 1. Then the circle equation can be written as x square plus y square minus 2a by lambda plus 1 into x minus 2b lambda by lambda plus 1 into y is equal to 0. Okay. Now here you can correct the center. Why? Because as per statement, for finding lambda they will give some data. In this question the given data is and having its center on the line. That means this center lies on that line. So then you can substitute, you will get lambda. After that substitute in equation 1. So here center minus g minus f. This is 2g is equal to 2a by lambda plus 1, 2g. G is equal to minus a by lambda plus 1. Finally minus d, that means a by lambda plus 1 minus g minus f. And this is 2f is equal to minus 2b lambda by lambda plus 1. Minus f means you can get only b lambda by lambda plus 1. So by given data, this is substitute in a given line. So since center lies on a given line, just you can substitute x by a. X means a by lambda plus 1. A by lambda plus 1. X by a. So by a. Minus y by b. Y means b lambda by lambda plus 1. B lambda by lambda plus 1 by b. So by b, which is equal to 2. Just you can simplify, we will get lambda. And from this, a by lambda plus 1 into a minus b lambda by lambda plus 1 into b is equal to 2. A, B, B cancel. And the denominators are similar. That means LCM is lambda plus 1. LCM is lambda plus 1. Then 1 minus lambda is equal to 2. From this, 1 minus lambda is equal to 2 lambda plus 2. Just you can simplify. 2 lambda plus lambda is equal to, just minus 1 you can convert it. 1 minus 2. This is 2 lambda, minus lambda means plus lambda, 1 minus 2. So 3 lambda is equal to minus 1. Therefore, from this lambda is equal to minus 1 by 3. This is the value of lambda. Now you can substitute from equation 1. X square plus y square minus 2ax plus lambda, that means minus 1 by 3 into x square plus y square minus 2by is equal to 0. Just you can take LCM, that means 3x square plus 3y square minus 6ax minus x square minus y square minus into minus plus 2by equal to 0. You can take LCM and you can do cross multiplication. So 3x square minus x square, that means 2x square. 3y square minus y square plus 2y square minus 6ax plus 2by is equal to 0. Or you can take 2 cancellation. Therefore, x square plus y square minus 3ax plus by is equal to 0. So the next concept is radical axis. This concept belongs to exercise B. What is the meaning of radical axis? Let us see. The radical axis of two circles is defined to be the locus of a point which moves so that its powers with respect to the two circles are equal. The radical axis means it is defined by two circles. The locus of a point which moves so that its powers with respect to two circles are equal. So let us consider two non-intersecting circles. That means we can take, this is one of the circle and another one is, this is second circle. For this circle the center C1 and for this circle center C2. The definition is the locus of a point which moves so that its powers with respect to two circles are equal. So let us consider as P x1 comma y1 be one of the external point. Just P is one of the point. Power means, do you know already in the circuits chapter we have that concept. Power means Cp square minus R square. When you are calculating, then you will get S11. Power means that is related formula. So now P is the one of the external point. From this point P to power of first circle, from this circle P to power of second circle means, for example, power of this circle means standard formula is S11. Suppose this is first circle S is equal to 0 and the second cycle I can take S dash is equal to 0. So S11 is equal to S dash 11 because as per statement the powers of the two circles are equal. Suppose I am applying root, it is root. So root we are applying, that means it must be positive. So that P external point. P external point means power is positive. Generally root S11 means length of tangent. So finally P external point means the power of first circle means maybe you can get in this way. For this circle you can get in this way. So power of first circle this is, and power of second circle this is. The locus of a point P which moves, suppose I am taking P here, another point. As per statement, the locus of a point which moves so that its powers with respect to two circles are same. Powers same. Power means S11. For second circle S dash 11. So both are equal. S11 is equal to root S dash 11 as per statement. So now I am applying both sides to root. Both sides root means automatically this is called as length of tangent. This is in root. Root means it must be positive. It must be positive means P external point. Suppose now I am taking P here. For this point length of tangent means maybe you can get in this way. And for this circle maybe you can get like this. This is one of the point. And I am taking one more point here. Maybe this is Q. Suppose this is another point R. Suppose. From this length of tangent for this circle you can get in this way and for this in this way. Like that you can take such points. So just you can join all these points, then you will get one line. So this line is called as radical axis of two given circles. The radical axis of two given circles you can get in this way. Okay, now radical axis means it is represents one straight line. How to calculate radical axis means, by definition here we have two circles. For example, let first circle S is equal to x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. And by definition we have one more circle, that is, let it be s dash is equal to x square plus y square plus 2g dash x plus 2f dash y plus c is equal to 0. I mean 2g dash x plus 2f dash y plus c dash is equal to 0. Now let P x1 comma y1 be any one of the external point, P x1 comma y1. By definition we have to calculate power. Now the power of P with respect to first circle, the power of P with respect to second circle. As per definition, the powers must be same. So that S11 for first circle is equal to S-11. S11 means formula is x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c is equal to S-11, the power of P with respect to second circle. That means x1 square plus y1 square plus 2g dash x1 plus 2f dash y1 plus c dash. So x1 square plus y1 square, x1 square plus y1 square both are cancelled. So the remaining term is 2z x1 plus 2f y1 plus c, just you can convert it, minus 2g dash x1 minus 2f dash y1 minus c dash is equal to 0. And here just we can take 2x1 is common, then we can write g minus g dash, and from these two you can take 2y1 is common, then f minus f dash. The last two terms are plus c minus c dash is equal to 0. So now the locus of P is, when it is x1 y1, locus of P means here we can write 2x into g minus g dash plus 2y into f minus f dash plus c minus c dash is equal to 0. So this is radical axis of the given two circles, 2x into g minus g dash plus 2y into f minus f dash plus c minus c dash is equal to 0. That is the radical axis of given two circles, and which is also can be written as simplest form. This is can be written as s minus s dash is equal to 0. S minus s dash is equal to 0. Why? Because just you can observe clearly, I am doing s minus s dash. When we are doing s minus s dash, these two are cancelled because we are doing subtraction. X square cancel, y square cancel. We are subtracting 2gx minus 2g dash x, 2gx minus 2g dash x. Is it or not? 2fy minus 2f dash y, 2fy minus 2f dash y, c minus c dash is equal to 0. Are you clear? So that when the two circles are given, find the radical axis means simply we can write s minus s dash is equal to 0. Okay, so once again, radical axis means this is important concept in second exercise. So radical axis of the two circles, it is defined as, let us consider as two non-intersecting circles, and the locus of a point which moves so that its powers with respect to circles are equal. Just you can take P is the one of the point, and from this point the power of first circle means you can get in this way, and for second circle means you can get in this way. Why? Because by using P, first circle power means S11 is equal to S dash 11. For our convenience, both sides root we are applying. Root S11 is equal to root S dash 11. Root S11 means length of tangent. Then we can draw very easily diagram. So this is for second cycle, this is the locus of a point which moves. Suppose I am taking one more point is here. Length of tangent to this circle means this is and this is. Likewise, you can do some more points. You can join all these points, so you can get one line. That line is called as radical axis. How to get the radical axis means simply s minus s dash is equal to 0. Why? Because by the definition, px1 comma y1 be one of the point. Powers should be equal as per definition. You can apply power for first cycle and second cycle. So you can take cancellation, you can get some relation. That simply can be written as s minus s dash is equal to 0. Now let us discuss some important points. Suppose two circles are touching each other externally. two circles are touching each other externally. So this is one of the circle. For the circle center C1. Touching externally means this is another circle. And this is the C2. The radical axis of the two circles touch externally, then you will get in this way. This is called as radical axis. And you can observe here, the radical axis of the two circles touch each other externally, then this is called as common tangent of these two circles. This is very helpful in objective questions especially. They are not intersecting circles means you will get like this way, radical axis. And these two circles are, I am taking close to each other, then you will get in this way. So when we are taking two circles are touch each other externally, then you will get in this way. This is called as radical axis. That means, just you can observe, this is also called as a common tangent of these two circles. That means simply the two circles are touch each other externally, the common tangent is also called as radical axis. Now the two circles are touch internally. This is one of the circles C1 and another circle is C2. By that time you can get in this way. This is radical axis. And just you can observe, this is also called as a common tangent of the two circles. So the common tangent of the two circles is also called as radical axis when two circles are touch each other externally or two circles are touch each other internally. And one more case, if two circles are, they are intersecting at two distinct points. The first circle center C1, second circle center is C2. These two circles are intersecting at two distinct points. By that time you will get radical axis in this way. This is called as a radical axis. So radical axis means in this case, just you can observe here, this is called as common chord of the two circles. Just you can observe, this is one of the circle. For this circle, this is the chord. Is it or not? And for this circle also it is a chord. So that this is called as a common chord of the two circles. And when the two circles are intersecting at two distinct points, in that case, the common chord is also called as a radical axis. Generally, this is one of the circle and this is another circle. Suppose P is the one of the point. From point P to just for the circle power. From P to for the circle power. Root we are applying means S11. Root S1 length of tangent. And I am taking one more point here. Just you will get in this way. Suppose I am taking here one more point. You will get in this way. Just you can join, then you can get in this way. So that this is called as radical axis. So for these three cases, two circles are touch each other externally and internally. Radical axis is also called as a common tangent. Two circles are intersecting at two distinct points. The common chord is also called as radical axis. Radical axis means how to calculate? S minus S dash is equal to 0. That means when we are finding radical axis or common tangent or common chord, just you can use S minus S dash is equal to 0. Now we will do some problems. So now in exercise B, find equation of radical axis of the following circles. So two circles are given. So now I have to find radical axis. First of all, let us consider first circle is S, second circle is S dash. Let S is equal to x square plus y square minus 3x minus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0. And the second circle consider as S dash. But here 3 into x square plus y square. When we are doing problems, I told you already, the total equation divided with 3 because the quotient is 3. So the second circle can be written as x square plus y square minus 7 by 3 into x plus 8 by 3 into y minus 11 by 3 is equal to 0. So now radical axis of S and S dash is S minus S dash is equal to 0. This is formula. That means we can subtract. When we are subtracting, these two are cancelled and these two are cancelled. So this is minus 3x. We are subtracting, then this is plus 7 by 3 into x. This is minus 4y and it is minus 8 by 3y plus 5 plus 11 by 3 is equal to 0. S minus S dash. Now you can simplify. For totally LCM is 3. Then minus 9x plus 7x and minus 12y minus 8y plus 15 plus 11 is equal to 0. Now minus 9x plus 7x minus 2x minus 12y minus 8y minus 20y 15 plus 11 plus 26 equal to 0. You can do cross multiplication. Otherwise, which is also can be written as 2x plus 20y minus 26 equal to 0. You can take 2 table is common. X plus 10y minus 13 is equal to 0. So this is the radical axis of the given two circles. And the next one. Again we have two circles. Let S is equal to x square plus y square plus 2x plus 4y plus 1 equal to 0. And the second circle, multiple is unity, just you can write directly. X square plus y square plus 4x plus y equal to 0. So radical axis of S and S dash is S minus S dash is equal to 0. Subtract x square, y square cancel. So this is plus 2x minus 4x plus 4y minus y plus 1. There is no any constant here, then you can write 0. Plus 2x minus 4x, so minus 2x plus 4y minus y plus 3y plus 1 equal to 0, or which is also can be written as 2x minus 3y minus 1 is equal to 0. So the next problem is find the equation of common chord of the following circles. Common chord also called as radical axis. We discussed already. So that let S is equal to x square plus y square minus 4x minus 4y plus 3 equal to 0. S dash is equal to x square plus y square minus 5x minus 6y plus 4 equal to 0. So common chord of S and S dash is S minus S dash is equal to 0. Whether it is radical axis or common chord or common tangent, same formula. So now these two are cancelled. These two are also cancelled, x square y square. So minus 4x and it is plus 5x minus 4y plus 6y plus 3 minus 4 equal to 0. Minus 4x plus 5x, so only x. Minus 4y plus 6y plus 2y and minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the common chord of the two circles. So the next problem, and it is very important problem in this topic. If two circles x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy is equal to 0 and x square plus y square plus 2g dash x plus 2f dash y equal to 0 touch each other, then show that f dash g is equal to f g dash. So here two circles are given. Those two circles are touch each other. That condition also already given. By using that condition, we have to prove it f dash g is equal to f g dash. When the two circles are touch each other means we have two conditions from circles concept. C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. Touch each other externally. touch each other internally means C1 C2 is equal to mod R1 minus R2. But here it is given only touch each other, maybe externally or internally. So finally, based on that concept, we have to calculate C1 C2 R1 R2. How to calculate means from first circle collect center C1 and R1. Likewise from second circle collect the center C2 and R2. First of all, given first circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy is equal to 0. So here center C1 you can write directly minus g comma minus f. Radius R1 is equal to root of g square plus f square minus c, but there is no constant here, just leave it. And you can take second circle, and second circle is x square plus y square plus 2g dash x plus 2f dash y is equal to 0. For this circle center C2 you can write minus g dash minus f dash, and radius R2 is equal to square root of g dash square plus f dash square. In this circle also there is no any constant. Now we have to calculate C1 C2. That means the distance between these two centers. We know that already, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square. That means g minus g dash whole square plus f minus f dash whole square. So now since that means two circles are touch each other, that means condition since two circles touch each other, then the condition C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2, maybe R1 minus R2, because here there is no condition whether they are externally or internally, so that we are taking both conditions. C1 C2 is equal to maybe R1 plus R2 or R1 minus R2. Now you can replace all these values. C1 C2 means this is only, that means square root of g minus g dash whole square plus f minus f dash whole square, C1 C2, which is equal to R1 plus R2 or R1 minus R2. R1 means square root of g square plus f square plus or minus R2 means square root of g dash square plus f dash square. Now you can do squaring on both sides, then root will be cancelled, and you can expand this is g square plus g dash square minus 2g g dash, and you can expand second one plus f square plus f dash square minus 2f f dash. And the right side, when we are doing squaring on both sides, then which is become as a plus or minus b whole square, maybe a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. We are expanding a square, you will get only g square plus f square plus b square g dash square plus f dash square, maybe plus 2ab or minus 2ab, so that plus or minus 2 into root of g square plus f square into root of g dash square plus f dash square. Have you understood? So now g square, g square, g dash square, g dash square, f square, f square, f dash square, f dash square, all those terms are cancelled. So left side we have only minus 2g g dash minus 2f f dash left side, and the right side which is equal to plus or minus 2 into root of g square plus f square into square root of g dash square plus f dash square. Okay, and left side you can take 2 common, 2 to cancel, so remaining minus of g g dash plus f f dash Just you can take minus 2 is common, 2 to cancel, is equal to plus or minus square root of g square plus f square into square root of g dash square plus f dash square. Now you can do squaring on both sides because we have again root. So when we are doing squaring on both sides, minus become as positive and it is a plus b whole square. A square g square g dash square plus b square f dash square plus 2g g dash f dash. Okay, right side. Squaring on both sides means you will get only plus, because whether it is positive or negative also you will get only plus, because squaring on both sides. So you need not to write plus or minus now. When we are doing squaring on both sides, root will be cancelled. Then g square plus f square into g dash square plus f dash square. Now multiply those two terms, which is equal to g square g dash square plus g square f dash square plus f square g dash square plus f square f dash square. Now we have some cancellation. G square g dash square g square g dash square. F square f dash square f square f dash square. So this left side term convert into right side. Here we have g square f dash square plus f square g dash square, and this is minus 2 g dash f dash is equal to 0. Be concentrated on this step. This is totally can be written as on simplest form, that is g f dash minus f g dash whole square is equal to 0. You better to verify once again whether it is correct or wrong. A square g square f dash square plus f square g dash square minus 2ab. It is clear? And from this, therefore, g f dash minus f g dash is equal to 0. Therefore, g f dash is equal to f g dash. So hence the condition is proved. Okay? We shall discuss remaining problems in the next class.